Hello, and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files Shadow Lake. I'm MCFPapa, this is part 8. And this part we're gonna finish the game. We don't got much left. Just gotta investigate the strange symbols on the train tunnel wall. I really like how Cassandra pronounces, how she says that sentence, train tunnel wall there. It's pretty cool. So I guess the prisoner just got trapped here for because of the earthquake, and then he just had to draw a bunch of creepy symbols on the walls and then just died. Yeah, but here, ooh, it's so spooky. The skeletons come back to life. And it just falls apart. But here, we go back to the prison, of all places. Uh-oh. Cassandra got possessed by the relic because she was so stupid she touched it. For some reason. I don't know why she was dumb enough to touch it. Maybe it was more she just got possessed, it called out to her and she wasn't strong enough to resist. I think though by this point in the game you're able to go get the do the fake relic, so that's why I'm going here. Yep. See, now it's instant and doesn't need any time to set or anything stupid like that. Did I get a morphing object here? I did, didn't I? I think so. I'm just trying to figure out which location has a morphing object I missed. I got that. I got the light switch there. Got that one. So yeah, it should be good there at the very least. So I don't gotta redo the stupid thing again. Move the ladder again there. Okay. Now we need the night vision goggles again. Ooh, it's so spooky. It's the ghost of the prisoner, I guess. And there's the last second hidden videotape. Now in here, there's this thing, which is a morphing object, which should be the last, but there's still 3 others that I'm missing. So I will be back when I find them. I may not even need to cut, but who knows how long it'll take to find them all. So see you then. That's something though the strategy guide doesn't even point out, is the morphing objects, I don't think. Kinda lame. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, there's one in the shed I didn't get yet. Okay. Oh, isn't there one up here? Did I get that one? Maybe I did. For that matter, though, I don't know what a desk is doing way up here. Like, did someone really bother carrying it up this ladder? I don't know. Aha! There it is. And then the mask is charged up and gives you a ticket to Fate's Carnival. Like, what a good teaser for the next game, returning to Fate's Carnival. That's probably the biggest mystery in this whole series, is what a Big Fish Studios Mystery Case Files game that was a sequel to Fate's Carnival would have looked like. Maybe they did come up with, like, the idea for Alistair Dalmar there or something. I'm not entirely sure. Because it just they were shut down, like, between the release of this game and Fate's Carnival, so we'll probably never know. Would they have hired live actors to portray the carnies from the original Madame Fate? I don't know. That would have been really cool to see if they were gonna do it. But anyway, here's the second Ghost Patrol tape.
We're here in the sub-basement level of the Shadow Lake Penitentiary, patrolling the solitary confinement ward, where the most dangerous criminals were kept isolated from the rest of the prison population. Kelly has been getting some insane EVP readings. The atmosphere is just charged with this oppressive presence. Are you feeling that, Kelly?
Yeah, and it's really freaking me out. Can we go back up now, please?
No. I want to do something. I want to try a radical technique to summon the spirits this time. Now remember, these dudes were hardened criminals. The only law they adhered to was a code of respect. Now with that in mind, I'm going to try to provoke a response by taunting them with remarks about their manhood.
I really don't think that's such a good idea, Jack.
Let's do this. Spirits! Listen up! I heard you were all punks and snitches. That you would rat someone out for a pack of smokes. Well, what do you think about that? And I think you are hiding in your cells because you are afraid. And now if that makes you mad, then why don't you come out here and do something about it? Come at me, ghosts!
Jack, do you hear that? There's something coming from behind this door. There's noise.
Well, I guess now we know why at the beginning of the game the Ghost Patrol was so eager to get out of the town. I guess the Ghost Patrol are the ones that, like, restored power to the building, so that's why. Then there was an auto lockdown system there. I don't know. But in case you're wondering what all the completed journal pages look like, here's what they look like. Like, they still do like the older games did and have, like, stuff themed around the edges of the journal pages. Like, the school has, like, pencils and such. The library has a globe. which is pretty interesting, but just not as good as it could have been, I don't think. Anyway, now we can go on to the end of the game. What else is the screwdriver used for? Why is that still in my inventory? I don't know. Because now there's this giant cavern here.
Magnificus Deum. We have collected the souls that you require. Hasanimus tibi puricio. Detective, you're too late. In a moment, we will all be worshipping Adramalach, King of Fire, Commander of Hell.
I mean, I guess this game does confirm that, like, demons are, like, real in the Mystery Case Files universe. I know I criticized Ravenhurst Unlocked for kind of jumping the shark, so maybe this game kind of jumped the shark too a bit. But it wasn't as egregious still, I don't think. I guess, though, the prisoner was, like, trying to tunnel a way out of his cell, and then he found this demon, and so that inspired him to escape and then dig up the relic like we saw in the beginning of the game. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we need to get the real relic away from her by just pranking her with the snuffing out the one candle.
Stop that!
And then she has her back turned and we can swap with the other relic. I guess she has no peripheral vision to see what we're doing there or something. I don't know. Now, this puzzle. For the longest time, this was a puzzle I just always skipped. I think the very first time I did it legitimately, or I would look it up in the strategy guide too. I think the first time I did it legitimately was when doing the non-commentary playthrough of the game. Basically, the first step is just to look and see where extra dots are on the symbols. And put them in. Yeah. And now it's we must release you spirits. So like there's the first thing to do, which is that one. So move that there, and then must is there. So then you just follow the line and do that. And apparently that solved it already. Okay. I'll take it.
Detective, you did it! You broke the spell! I could feel the demon lose its grip on me the moment the spirits were set free. Its power was mesmerizing. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can feel the spirit of Ellen is with us now. Ellen, will you allow me to be your vehicle? My family is now free. I can never fully repay you for that. But I do know a way to relieve you of your burden. Detective, bring the relic to me at the shore of Shadow Lake, and I will take it to the bottom and make sure it is never found again. I don't think the horn can be destroyed, but if Ellen can somehow hold it at the bottom of Shadow Lake, it will never be found again. Please, Detective, can you do this one last thing for me? I will meet you back at the motel.
Yeah, I don't never realized how easy that final puzzle was, though. Maybe I seem to recall I had a lot more problems with it on my non-commentary playthrough, but you just need to swap 2 squares around, really. Anyway, the game's namesake, Shadow Lake, which features heavily on the title screen, here it is. You see it for all of, less than 30 seconds in the game. Kinda weird that they called it Shadow Lake of all things. But anyway, the relic is free, and now we're done at Shadow Lake. Wasn't that riveting how long we were there? Still got the screwdriver for some reason. Did I miss something? I don't think so.
Well, Detective, you've solved yet another great mystery. Working with you on this case has helped me come to a decision that I've been putting off for a long time. I've decided to leave the Ghost Patrol team and go into business on my own. How does this sound? Cassandra Williams, psychic detective.
And that's Shadow Lake. Honestly, kinda weird that this game never got any sequel, given the end credits scene to this game. And also, you would think you would revisit Cassandra again in a future installment, because she's the psychic consultant now. Even if it wasn't, Leah Thompson playing her. You'd think they would have brought her back. Because this game at least has a build-up for a potential sequel. Dire Grove never had a build-up for a potential sequel and never needed a sequel. 13th Skull never had a build-up for a potential sequel and never needed a sequel. Escape from Ravenhurst did have a bit of a build-up for another sequel, but it really didn't need one, in all honesty. But it's a real shame, because I would have loved to see a Big Fish Studios version of a sequel to this game, bringing back Jack Talon and such. Though, I wonder if maybe the reason this game never got a sequel is because of how unpopular it's always been regarded compared to other MCF games. I don't know, but I guess you could say it's on the weaker end of games developed by Big Fish Studios, but it's still leagues above what Epix did and what even Grandma did with the series, so I don't know. Just kinda weird. Man, they actually translated the game into quite a few languages. I never noticed that before. But, like, the Shadow Lake hasn't even gotten... Well, I mean, the Ghost Patrol did return in, like, Broken Hour. But then there was that other guy who was doing it instead of Jack Talon. So I don't know what's up with that. I guess they didn't want to write a comic relief character. I mean, Epix didn't want to write a comic relief character. They wanted it to be more serious. So that's why they never brought back Jack Talon, but brought back the Ghost Patrol without him. I don't know. Just weird. I do think, though, that this game is slightly more solid than Escape from Ravenhurst. Not a ton, maybe like 1 or 2% better than Escape from Ravenhurst, just because for me in video games, gameplay is king. And anyway, here's the big twist at the end. They're driving off safe and sound. Except she has a part of the relic yet. Oh no. And I guess she's drawing some symbols in her notebook too. And then you hear like screeches from the car, so maybe they all like died in a fiery car crash, and that's why they never returned in future installments. I don't know. But anyway, that's almost all I want to show off. However, there's the collector's edition extras. There's screensavers and backgrounds. These aren't actually built into the game, though. That you just click on this and it opens up the game's install file, which has them in. And I'm putting them on screen right now. You get 3 whole wallpapers and 3 whole screensavers. Really, really generous of them. I mean, I can say that, but it is better than Escape from Ravenhurst, which had absolutely none, which is just weird. And then there's this making of video, which I really like, so I'm just gonna let the full thing play out in its entirety, and then I'm gonna say some stuff at the end yet.
Been with Big Fish for about 7 years now, and this is my 9th Mystery Case Files. It's interesting seeing the metamorphosis from Huntsville to where we are today with Shadow Lake.
At the first of the year, me and David, the art director, get together, and he comes up with the idea of the game with me, and then we create a design document. Goes through all of the puzzles in the game and how it works, and then we spend the next half of the year just implementing what we designed and making little tweaks to things along the way.
The inclusion of live action in Mystery Case Files Shadow Lake was especially fun this time around. We got to work with very talented people, including Leah Thompson, best known for her roles in Back to the Future and Switched at Birth.
I went to that hospital to have my baby. I came home with a baby that wasn't mine. Do you realize how devastated I am to know that the life that I brought into this world was cared for and nurtured by someone I didn't even know?
The Mystery Case Files crew reached out to me, I guess because they thought I was the perfect person to play some kind of
interesting new age psychic.
I'm Cassandra, by the way.
And they were psychic because my mother is a psychic. She talks like this.
Hello. It's Wednesday. How are you?
And all of the other actors were just top-notch. It was just really great to watch them work.
Well, Big Fish had the good sense to not only hire me, but hire my daughter Madeline Deutsch for this fantastic game.
I'm Ghost Patrol Tech Kelly.
And I'm Jack Talon. Come at me, ghosts!
And Ghost Patrol is this fictitious, like, silly ghost story reality TV thing.
It's just after midnight here at the abandoned Shadow Lake Penitentiary.
She works off the host, who's got a big ego, and they were really funny together. It was really fun to see.
Oh my God, what was that? What was that?
Whoops.
The favorite part about it is the live action and how it just blends into, you know, the matte paintings and the artwork and the whole adventure of the game.
A lot of what we do, even though they are flat images that you're looking at, we create those images by starting in a 3D program. So even though you're seeing what looks like a flat image, we create that in 3D and make objects, and almost everything you see is actually modeled in a 3D program, which is then rendered.
My name is Lara Schneider, and I am a game artist on MCF, all of them. I do things like backgrounds, icons, UI, emotional support.
I'm Randy, Arcade Post. I'm a senior artist here, Mystery Case Files, Big Fish Games. Right now I'm working on the destructed version of the church cellar.
I used to code mini games and do other things like putting the scenes together and stuff like that. But this time I'm working more on game design and a little bit on production and doing my old job as well.
I do a lot of work on the engine level and the gameplay systems level. I design and implement systems to help enable everyone to make a lot of content and make that content really great.
One of the things that I added to this game, which I don't think has been used before in a Mystery Case Files game, is physics for in the medium puzzle and also in our little pachinko game.
I guess my favorite part of the game would have to be when we get to the video parts. I absolutely love the videos.
201, take 7, Mark. Action.
No, we were just leaving, and no, I don't give out autographs, so if you'll excuse me. Has anyone seen my lip balm?
So art leading on Mystery Case Files, Shadow Lake, was especially easy because we have such a great group of artists. They're all top-notch artists, and they actually made my job look easy.
Heck of a lot of fun here. This is a great team, so let the MCF adventure continue, and let's see how many more of these fun games we can actually, put out there in the next few years.
God, that last line is just so heartbreaking because it would just be like a short time later when everyone in that video got canned by Big Fish and they never worked on another MCF game again. Just really unfortunate because, like, you can see through that video, like, the passion so many of them have, especially given that some of them were, like, credited, like, in these games since the very beginning of the series, you know? So, doing it for so long, you can tell just how much love they have for the series, which is something that I never really got from Epix or Grandma or even really Elephant. Like, maybe they love the series, like they enjoyed playing the games, but they don't really live and breathe the series the way the original developers did. And I feel like that's something that was really missing in the games from Fate's Carnival onwards. But anyway, that's my talk. So, like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you in the next series. Hope you enjoyed watching me do this. By the way, this was recorded on January 20th, 2023, one day after I recorded Mystery Case Files Escape from Ravenhurst's replay I did. So, just to let you know how far in advance I'm recording some stuff. Anyway, hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next series. Bye.